only one under his leadership, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. Anybody that is confusing anyone or telling you there is another, no, there is nothing. There's just one, recognized by His Excellency Simon Ekpa.
Biafra, Merani, Onuzo Biafra, Na Merani, Onuzo Biafra, Merani, Onuzo Biafra.
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you once again to this amazing platform where we disseminate information that has to do with the restoration of independent state of Biafra. I appreciate everyone that has connected to this platform. This is Biafra Exodus Hard Talk TV, a platform that stands for the United States of Biafra, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And today, under the leadership of Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, the Deputy Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, COS interim, I welcome all of you to this very platform. Happy New Year to everyone that is watching, wherever you are watching from. We are in a new year. And as we enter the new year, many people are asking questions and they say, what next? Where is the way to go? The way to go is simple. We are pursuing the recognition of the United States of Biafra and the restoration of Biafra fully on the ground. That is the phase where we are today. Every one of us must continue to give our contribution the best way we can. And remember, I urge you to like and share. Share to your neighbors, share to your family, share to everyone to key in and join us on this gospel. Do not be distracted. Regardless what you hear, regardless what you see, regardless the propaganda and blackmail that is flying from right, left, and center, do not get distracted. Be focused, because Biafra have been declared on the 29th of November 2024, and there is no going back. We are pursuing the recognition of Biafra.
Young males, our young females have done nothing except the self-determination, the self-defense that you and I are fighting for. Nigerian state arrests our people. They arrest our young men and women, make them sign papers, blindfold them, and throw them in different jails across Nigeria. One of our indigents, a fellow Biafran, that was arrested, I think, since November or December, the wife brought to the notice of the government of the arrest of the husband for nothing. Nothing. The Nigerian government, headed by President Tinubu, ordered his men to arrest this innocent Biafra, and they throw him at Amawabia prison, where he's languishing now. He wasn't tried in any court of law. They just arrested him, took him to the Nigerian police station. From there, they made him sign some documents. They forced him sign those documents. After signing that, they pushed him to Amawabia prison, where he's languishing today, since I think November, December. This over 4 months. No case, no lawyer, nothing. He does not have access to anything. And this is what the Nigerian state under Tinubu is doing every day. Arresting innocent Biafrans, throwing them in jails across Nigeria without any access to express their fundamental human right, which Nigeria signed for before they become a nation. On that note, the United States of Biafra have engaged and retained a committee. This particular professional attorneys cut across the whole Nigeria, but in the east, west, north, south. These 15 professional attorneys, including sons, will be visiting all the jails across the Nigeria and across Biafra. They will be taking records and releasing and working for the release of these innocent Biafrans that are arrested by the Nigerian terrorist state incommunicado in all cells across Nigeria. That is what these attorneys are going to be doing. We thank them. They've already started working on the one that is being detained in Amawabia, Oka. We've talked with them, and they have an email where they will be getting all the information about all Biafrans. If you have any missing one, any loved one that is missing or in jail, after this, I will post an email where you can send all that information to this team of lawyers inside Nigeria that will go from one prison to another in the whole Nigeria to release and work for the release of innocent Biafrans have been dumped, just like they dumped our leader Nnamdi Kanu. They dumped them in prisons across the whole Nigeria. They've not committed any crime except they want to be Biafrans. They have the right to self-determination. So we've engaged these attorneys, and I thank them, Biafrans thank them for their sacrifice, which they've volunteered to do for Biafrans. Based on what they saw when they visited this individual in Amawabia prison in Oka or close to Oka, and these lawyers, they saw so many Biafrans, innocent men and women, sitting in this prison for nothing. And they, on inquiry, discovered that they've not committed any crime except they want their own nation. They want to be Biafrans. And President Tinubu and Christopher Musa giving orders to their terrorist people, the legitimized Southeast governors, they are Ebubago, the terrorists wearing Nigerian military and police uniform. They took away all these our men and dumped them in prisons across Nigeria. We thank these lawyers for stepping up, not out of money. We can't even pay them. Not out of anything, but out of conscience. When you are a leader and you watch injustice and you watch where innocent individuals are being clamped down, thrown in different cells, when you watch the Nigeria state with their armored vehicles parading the quiet and innocent communities in Biafra land, when you watch those things and you keep quiet and you think is right, history will judge you. Whether you are young, whether you are middle-aged, whether you are old, when you watch this type of injustice, because Nigeria want to continue to milk the natural resources, the oil in Biafra land, and you keep quiet, history will judge you even to your grave. So we thank this team of lawyers that have stood up for the United States of Biafra to go from prison to prison to look for Biafrans and other innocent citizens that are incarcerated by the Nigerian state just for speaking up, just for demanding to be who they want to be, self-determination. We are engaging those individuals, and we're going to sign the contracts in the next few days for them to continue to do what they do for Biafrans. We thank them so much. Again, Biafrans, we've secured our Washington, D.C. headquarters for the United States of Biafra. It is signed and sealed. Just be on the lookout for the inaugural day for this office. We are going to let Biafrans know ahead of time so that Biafrans can go and open up this, our Washington, D.C. office. That is what we've been looking for. We are a nation. And everyone here knows that most of the embassies, most of the head of mission, most of the offices represent countries, different countries in the world, is located in Washington, D.C. That is the right place for our headquarters to be. And we've secured one, and we thank all the Biafrans. We thank the Foreign Affairs Department for the role you play to make this happen. We also thank the attorneys on ground in Washington, D.C. that helped us to ensure that this is the right thing to do at this time. Also thank our private lobbyists that are ensuring that Biafrans go home in the next 3 to 6 months or even 8 months. Thank you so much. Again, I think that is just all the updates we have today. We will continue to raise the funds, because without the funds, we cannot get what we want. Again, we continue to thank all our private donors that do not want their name to be heard. We thank you so much. It is because of you and all Biafrans that we have so much success today in what we are doing. On that note, I thank you all Biafrans. That's the update that I have. And again, I hand it over to our FAMD, our finance secretary. Thank you so much.
Demonstrate that you are ready to fight for your freedom, to defend ourselves any day, anytime. Nigeria terrorist government have come with a lot of propaganda. When you demonstrate that you are ready to fight for your freedom, they profile you. They call you criminals, they call you terrorists, they call you all manner of names. The reason for that is to demoralize you. And we must not fall for that. My fellow Biafrans, I call on you this evening. Do not allow the names they call you today to demoralize you. We're remembering what Nigeria did to over 3 million Biafra children through starvation. Yet, the world, as at then, wanted us to move on. 50 years later, after recounting the numbers of Biafrans that died or should have been avoided, we are all here today for not just a revenge, but to finish what our fathers started. And of course, the most important of it all is to destroy Nigeria, the evil Nigeria entity, to destroy it. Nigeria is a terrorist state, and after destroying it, we will liberate our people through a process that has begun. The liberation of Biafra from Nigeria will restore peace, stability in our region. It will also end the surge of terrorists and piracy in the Gulf of Coast of Guinea, and of course beyond. The liberation of Biafra from Nigeria will restore peace and stability. Do not let the corrupt and criminal politicians to deceive you into believing supporting your own freedom is a crime, irrespective of our approach to restoring Biafra. I want to remind all of us, in 1776, the United States separated from the United Kingdom by declaration. Today, they are the world power. In 1830, Belgium separated from Netherlands. Today, they are one of the most powerful countries in Europe, both of the countries. In 1965, Singapore separated from Malaysia. Today, they have transformed into global financial hub as a result of the separation. Why is it that when we call for separation, Nigeria and their criminals will be calling us terrorists? Don't fall for it. The past separation has led to the upsurge of economic development in the case of India and Pakistan. Norway, Denmark, Switzerland, each of these separation has led to the upsurge of economic development. In 2002, East Timor separated from Indonesia. In 1921, Ireland separated from the United Kingdom. Today, they are one of the powerful countries we have. In 1944, Iceland separated from Denmark, demonstrating that nations can part away without violence. Why do you kill Biafrans? Whenever we say we are fed up of Nigeria. In Nigeria, where you have dangerous diversity, in Nigeria, where you have the northern part of Nigeria practicing Islamic State, practicing Islamic Sharia law, and they have different culture, different laws, different rules, different everything. And with that kind of mentality and setup, we can never develop as a nation. That is the reason we call for the separate state, and of course for independent state for Biafra. Apart from the killings, genocide against our people, and jihad. In 1905, Norway and Sweden separated and goes their separate ways. Today, they are one of the most powerful countries in Europe because of the separation. In 1947, India and Pakistan separated. The list can go on and on and on. And when they want to tell you about Africa, they use Sudan to give you example. Biafra can never be Sudan. Biafrans are scattered all over the world, developing their countries of residence, making impact in governance and policy making. Sudan was never like that. Apart from that, we have a history. Democracy started from Biafra, and Nigeria continued to suppress us, enslave us, subjugate us into what we are today, destroying our sensibility and our sense of reasoning. Nigeria continued to enslave our people, enslave our future, and our progress. Today, in the same Nigeria, when the Biafra people try to rise through their business enterprises, Nigeria system will destroy it. They destroy it in Lagos, they destroy it in Kano, they destroy it in Kaduna, they destroy it in different parts of Nigeria. And in a system like that, you will all be diminishing until they wipe us in the surface of the earth. The only way to preserve our culture, value system, and save our life from extinction is a complete separate state. Exit from Nigeria, which the process has begun. My fellow Biafrans, today we have given a very serious warning to those threatening Biafrans about the Nigeria protest. We have absolutely nothing to do with the Nigeria protest. We are Biafrans, we don't validate Nigeria. But if any Biafran is victimized for Nigeria protesting, we have assured them we will weaponize every person who cares to carry arms for self-defense. The weaponization of these protesters, any Biafran has been killed, we start from Lagos and Abuja. We will weaponize every protesters that cares to carry arms for self-defense. I rest my case. This is a warning.